It's time to rest again, rebels. To let the day go. To let your mind wander. To a colorful world full of plants and animals and art. Tonight, we are going to meet Frida Kahlo, an artist who used everything around her. Her clothes, her home, her work, to express the parts of herself that no one else could see. Because our identities, all the things that make up who we are important. Frida knew this and celebrated it. Before we get started, let's get settled in. Snuggle down, close your eyes, and begin to imagine. Let your mind go on a bedtime journey. Imagine a colorful and bustling city. Where the breeze is soft against your skin and the sun bounces off houses painted all the colors of the rainbow, pinks and yellows and greens. You're in Coyoacan, a district of Mexico City, Mexico. Trees line the streets, while birds serenade you as you gently travel down the street. You come across a house. You can't miss it. It's a beautiful, bright blue house, glowing with the sun. Have you seen such a rich blue before? Some call it ocean blue, others cobalt. But for many, this is Frida blue. Let's go inside to a courtyard lush with greenery. Big, happy sunflowers point their speckled faces towards the sun. Palm trees shade the roses and marigolds along the way. There are plants all around you. Jacaranda with their tiny flowers floating in the air. Fuchsia dancing like ballerinas on their branches. And in the midst of the cacti and vines, you see a woman. She's small, but her presence fills the space. Her hair is in loose waves around her shoulders, and she moves through the garden holding a cup of café de olla. She tastes it. The sweetness of the drink, made with piloncillo, is delicious. She breathes in the sweet, spicy smell of coffee, cinnamon, and cloves. She is the artist, Frida Kahlo. She's known for her vibrant self-portraits, in which she wears Tehuana clothing to honor the society in Oaxaca, where her mother was from. The Tehuana are a matriarchal society. That means women are in charge. And they're known for their colorful brocaded and embroidered blouses and skirts. Wearing these clothes is one way Frida expresses herself and explores all the pieces that make up her experience of the world. She is someone who lived with disabilities. She had an illness as a child, and an accident later in life caused her a lot of pain. She is a mestiza, a woman who is from both Latin American and European ancestry. And she is an artist. Frida is proud of all of the details that make up her story. Frida uses creativity to express herself. She imbues everything she touches, her garden, her home, the clothes she wears, with her sense of herself. Right now, she's getting ready to preserve her image, some of who she is, in someone else's art form. Today, Frida's special friend, Nicholas Murray, is taking her photograph. Nicholas will take many pictures of Frida, and in each one, she's dressed in clothes that express her personality, the things she loves, even her politics. Over the years of her life, she has carefully collected all these beautiful outfits as a celebration of who she is and how she moves through the world. She sweeps through the courtyard and into her bedroom in her long, flowing robe. It's time to get dressed for the photo shoot. First, a loose white blusa with a small floral pattern decorating it from hem to neckline. Then a full purple skirt with a lighter lavender design of vines. The pieces show Frida's love for the natural world and flow over the bulky corsets she has to wear for her back pain and the boots that help her keep her balance. She is dressed for comfort and for ease, but also in celebration of who she is and where she comes from. She braids her dark hair, winding a deep purple scarf through the thick strands, and places it like a crown across the top of her head. A row of shiny black beads completes her hairstyle, and a necklace of shells goes around her neck. She drapes her rebozo, a long scarf or shawl, across her shoulders and chest. The rectangle of bright fabric perfectly matches the fuchsias in her garden. She laces her boots and ties them snugly. She is ready. She goes to find her friend Nicholas. And as she walks, a soft jingle follows her. It comes from her tall, fiery red boot. The arch is decorated with a Chinese dragon, and the laces have a bell tied with a purple bow that jingles as she walks. One heel is taller than the other. This is another important part of Frida. She had a disease called polio as a child, and her right leg is shorter than her left, giving her a unique cadence and sway to her walk. She has special shoes made with fabulous designs to match her colorful outfits. Nicholas is setting up his camera, inserting film and trying different lenses. Frida sips her sweet, spicy cup of café de olla as he does. Nicholas calls her over to a corner of the home where two walls of white stucco meet. She leans against the wall and tries different poses. An arm across her chest, her hands, embracing her lap. Then she tilts her head to one side, looks directly into the camera, and the shutter clicks. Frida, in all her quiet, calm beauty, is preserved on film forever. Nicholas will call the picture Frida Kahlo with magenta rebozo. It will forever be one of Frida's favorite portraits of herself. With the picture taken and the moment preserved forever, Frida steps away from the wall with a jingle from her red boot. she walks with her signature gait towards the courtyard of her beautiful blue house. A house that is much a part of her identity as a rebozo that she often wears. Frida lived in a time when she could have hid away her experiences as a person with disabilities, as a Mexican woman, as an artist, because she didn't fit the mold that society had created for her. But instead, she chose to rebel by being true to herself in every way. Frida is known for this, and for the magical beauty of her garden, full of the plants and animals that she loved so much. Picture her there now, wandering through the garden with you. A parrot lands on your shoulder, a friend to accompany you when you sleep. A little monkey you might recognize from one of Frida's self-portraits gently takes your hand, guiding you through the winding pathways. You breathe in the floral fragrance of this garden oasis. As we say farewell to Frida, think about the ways that she expressed herself. And think about all the wonderful things that make up you. And listen to the sounds of Frida's garden. The birds and the buzzing insects. And feel the gentle breeze.
This podcast is a production of Rebel Girls. It's based on the book series Good Night Stories for Rebel Girls. This story was produced by Katie Sprenger, with sound design and mixing by Bianca Salinas. It was written by Kirsti Jewell. Fact-checking by Joe Rhatigan. Narration by Bianca Salinas. Our executive producer was Katie Sprenger. Thank you to the whole Rebel Girls team who make this podcast possible. Stay Rebel.